the weird stuff that goes around on the internet, which is, sometimes a great place, but an absolute, underbelly mob pit of horribleness.
Right.
I think like the greatest thing that we can do now is just unite as people, as like fan bases, all of it, because I think like they're like as much, whatever we say behind people's backs, because the internet can be a little bit ruthless as far as fan bases go. But I think that the greatest thing we can do is just unite and love on each other, and like no barriers, no borders. Like we all need to just coexist.
True. And what happened last night gives us all the more reason why we need to have big, fun concerts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of interesting how that works out. They tried to ruin one, but actually it made the ones in our future more important.
If this gets out to anyone, I just want to say that I love all of you out there. And I just know that like some of our fan bases kind of go both ways. Ari's fans are my fans and my fans are Ari's fans. And like, we're just all loving on each other, and we should just stay loving on each other.
So once again, something as devastating as this actually has so many wonderful things that come out of it.
Thank you, Senator. First and foremost, if you are in a state and you're watching this and your polls are still open, you must vote for Hillary Clinton tonight. Tonight will be proof that America is great. What a great country this is. That gives us the freedom to express our differences, our opinions, our hopes, and our fears. And tonight, my parents voted for Trump. But you know what? We will still all be sitting at the same table for Thanksgiving. And this is the moment we need to remember that we all love our parents and we all love our children. And I can rest easy knowing that both of my young nieces at home will never see themselves less than equal. Anything other than equal. So remember, today is not just a finish line. It also marks the beginning of all the work we must come together to do. We need everyone. Gay, straight, black, white, brown, spray tanned. People of faith and people that just love. So let's sing a song of unity. Let's be one nation, indivisible, with a kick-ass president. And in victory, let's focus on unity. Let's make history again, and let's make hate history. Let's make bigotry history. Let's make inequality history. We have, as Americans, the most wonderful opportunity to rewrite our narrative. And you know what? Let's all come together as a nation so that we can make a future that is something all Americans can be a part of. Because now and forever, we are stronger together. And we've always been in this together. So let's do it tonight for Hillary! Thank you! So, both of my parents are pastors and staunch Republicans. I didn't finish high school, and unfortunately, I don't have a formal education. But I do have an open mind, and I have a voice. So I'm asking you to have an open mind and to use your voice, because on November 8th, you'll be just as powerful as any NRA lobbyist. You'll have as much say as any billionaire. Or you can just cancel out your weird cousin's vote if you like. Because remember, it's not where you come from, it's what you grow into. So here's how I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to vote for Hillary Clinton. That's right. I love Hillary too. I have a couple of saved messages on my phone from HRC. And I bet you guys have to know that I have a closet full of Hillary-themed dresses, right? That's right, because I have been on the road with her since Iowa. And now, guess what? If you're listening, if you're watching, you can join her on the road too. If you go to HillaryClinton.com and donate before midnight, you can win a chance to join Hillary on the road and see for yourself why I know she will be the next President of the United States. And maybe I'll let you borrow one of my outfits too. God bless.
Wonderful Mr. Bill Clinton. I just want to ask a question. How many of you are 18? Or newly 18? You're newly 18.
Yeah.
How many of you are going to be 18 next year before November? How many of you are going to be 18 before November? Are you going to vote? Are you going to go and vote because you know you have the power, right? How many of you it's going to be your first time voting? Listen, you have so much power, and this is one of the most important elections in over a decade. So much change could happen.
I love you, Katy!
Let's go, Hillary!
Yeah!
I just want to thank all of you for coming out.
Woo!
I hope you guys are marching with us. Are we marching after this?
Yes!
That's right. I stand and I march with Hillary.
Woo!
I believe in her future, her vision. I believe in her policies. I believe in equal rights for men, women, pay. Oh, and guess what? If you do want to start a family, you still can get paid while you have one. And maybe you do want to go to college, but you can't afford it. Well, we're going to work that out, okay? We're going to work that out. We love you, Hillary. Thank you for having me. She's my firework.
I mean, I'm like really nervous. My mouth is really dry. It's like, ah! Anyways, back to like being like serious because this is serious stuff. You need to go to iwillvote.com to make a plan to get it done early, and you can take your friends, your mom, your aunt, your neighbor, your grandma, your cousin, you know, that person that you don't really like, but you know their vote counts. And you know you have as much power as any billionaire when you vote. You have as much. So, the one thing I really like about all of this is I like making history. Do you like making history? And I want to introduce another woman that is making history. We like to call it her story. Because, you know, it's important not just to vote for the president. It's important to know who you're voting for up and down the ballot. Like we got a crew. We got a clique. We all run together. We need to vote for the right senates, right? So that they can appoint the right people, so that they can make sure we're all okay. And this lady, you have an opportunity to make her story, not by only electing Hillary, but by electing Catherine Cortez Masto. That's right. Listen, she is the first Latina to ever serve in the United States Senate. That's right. And also, we need to make sure that Hillary has a team backing up her in Washington. This is why this is just important to elect her. And she has taken on already one of the toughest fights here in Nevada, and that's why she'll be fighting for you to protect women's rights and workers' rights. Please welcome Catherine.
Katy Perry is a complete idiot. She responded to the Manchester attack carried out by a terrorist who was able to exploit open borders by calling for more open borders.
The greatest thing we can do is just unite and love on each other, and like no barriers, no borders. Like we all need to just coexist.
Yeah, it's easy to call for no borders when you live inside the secluded border of an $18 million mansion, isn't it, Katy? The rest of us, down here in the real world, actually have to live with the consequences of open borders. The very kind of open borders that let the Manchester bomber go to Libya and Syria for ISIS terror training and then slip back into the UK.
No barriers, no borders.
We're not worth $280 million. We can't travel around in chauffeured luxury vehicles and private jets. We're not so frigging arrogant, elitist and out of touch that we have staff who aren't even allowed to talk to us.
I love you today.
I love you, Katy.
I love you too so much.
After the US election, Perry restyled herself as an icon of the anti-Trump resistance, embracing her role as an ambassador of woke pop. Yes, really. This is the same clown who called for a revolution after Hillary lost. Hey, Katy, you're not Che Guevara. You're a dumb bimbo who dresses up like a slut and sings about popsicles. Don't you just yearn for the days when celebrities occasionally told the truth about the world, rather than this sterile, virtue-signalling malaise, where they all just say exactly the same thing?